Hey guys, what's up? It's Colton, Lindsay here, Fearless Agent Live inside of the Fearless Agent Facebook group. If you're watching this live, drop an L. If you're one of the replayers, put an R in the comments. How would you like to know the real truth behind Fearless Agent? Like really, what's the scam about Fearless Agent? Because it really is a scam, and I wanted to share that with you guys. So if you guys are watching on my YouTube channel, put a subscribe, like, comment, share. Get this out to everyone. They need to know the scam behind Fearless Agent. So here's what the reality of it is Fearless Agent is based on three major things: skills, schedules, and systems, right? What's really cool about this, and part of the whole scam, is it does not matter which market we're in, it works and makes you a lot of money, okay? So when you think about this, whether a lead comes in from a Facebook ad, an internet ad, a referral, a cold call, a FSBO, an expired, does not matter. You've got to be able to convert that lead to an appointment, and so your skill set is the most important commodity that you're going to have. Here's what's awesome: when you develop an amazing skill set and a rock star schedule and you have your systems in place, you can go with inside of anywhere, almost in the world now, but definitely inside of North America, and create a multiple six-figure business like that, right? I'm talking literally in the first 12 months to 24 months, you can go 6 figures plus if you follow the system and you do it to a T and you go to work. Okay, so here's one of the challenges that a lot of people are seeing is technology is blinding people. Okay, technology is coming around and thinking that you don't have to get on the phone and have conversations anymore. You'll see ads all over the place saying cold calling is dead. The reality is I'm making hundreds of thousands of dollars from doing cold calls and calling up with old leads. One thing that Fearless Agent has taught and always will teach is you got to get on the phone, you got to make the conversations happen. You got to lead. Sometimes you're using text messages or emails, but it's to get them to an actual phone call. Have you guys noticed that if you ever text message Bob or if you ever email Bob, he's not great at responding, but if he does, he'll say, call me, and then you call him? That's because he wants to have a phone conversation. Use that same technique inside of your business. The scam of Fearless Agent is teaching you the fundamentals, and it's the fundamentals that always make you money. True or true? So how would you like to have even more money in your real estate business? Put a yes or a dollar sign in the comments below. The next portion that it really focuses on is your schedule. And when I think about schedule, I don't think about time management. Throw time management out the window. Think about life management, right? You have a freaking life that you're dealing with. Some of you are single, some of you are married, some of you have kids, some of you are divorced. Either way, you got stuff that you got to do besides making phone calls every day. Yes or yes? And so how do you juggle all that? How do you manage your life? And that's about identifying those priorities and scheduling those priorities with outcomes that you want to create, outcomes that you want to achieve in your life. And then finally is, how do you automate that business so that you're not working 25 hours a day, 8 days a week? Truth is, if you're a hustler, if you're a fearless agent, if you really want to create the life on your terms, you're probably going to work 60, 70, maybe 80 hours a week because your brain works like that. Now, you might not be on the phone 60 hours a week, but you might be up until midnight writing out business plans or coming up with new ideas or saying, how can I get even better, or practicing your skill set or going through your smart week or doing whatever. That's still in somewhat of an essence work if you want to categorize it that. But you're obsessed to create the life on your terms in the real estate industry, right? And so when you take a step back and you start to think, well, if I'm mastering my skill set and I'm working on it at 9 o'clock, is that work, or is that making me a better myself? Right? But you have to make that decision. Am I going to sit and watch Netflix on Wednesday at 9 o'clock, or am I going to master my skill set? Am I going to sit and watch the Olympics at 7 o'clock on a Wednesday or a Thursday or a Friday? Or am I going to sit down and plan out my next week because I'm more obsessed with me creating my life than I am watching other people create their life? And then that final thing is the operation. We talked about that a little bit so far. Are your systems in place in such that you can create an amazing experience for your customers, right? Here's what's going to continually happen in the real estate industry. Real estate tech is a real thing. It's not going away. Technology, in fact, the day technology disappears from our planet is the day humankind probably disappears. In fact, I actually believe that technology has a better chance of surviving the future than actually humans do, believe it or not, right? That's kind of weird to say, but when I go through that, then is, okay, is technology going to disrupt the market, and how is it going to affect me as an agent? That's the question that I want to answer, right? So yes, it is going to disrupt the market. It already has. Have you heard of Zillow? Have you heard of Homey.com? Have you heard of Trulia? Have you heard of Mojo Sells? Have you heard? These are all technologies. Some of them help you, some of them hurt you, right? So then you have to ask yourself, how can I use it to my advantage? Well, if you use technology correctly, you can have three parts to the customer sell. You've got the pre-order, you've got the order, the time that you're servicing the customer, and then you've got the post-order, the time after the closing, right? So if you can use technology to create an amazing experience before they're your customer, while they're your customer, and after they're done being your customer, well, guess what? You're going to be able to drive more and more business. Here's how technology has hurt the real estate industry. Because technology came on so quickly, so many people spent a lot of money on the pre-customer space of their marketing and their advertising, and they've spent very little on the post-customer space or the during customer space. My guess is if you use Facebook ads or internet ads in any way, they only revolve around the pre-customer stage and trying to get leads and calling them and setting up appointments, right? How many of you actually use social media or technology to your advantage while they're a customer? I'll give you a simple example, right? The Fearless Agent Sales System is create an amazing experience through the process so that they never lack communication from you. So every step of our way throughout our customer process that we develop because of Fearless Agent, guess what? The moment that they meet with us, they get a video, me introducing myself. The moment that we become a new customer, they get a written email with a video from our transaction coordinator explaining the process. So they get the video and the audio, and then they get to read it as well, plus they get the welcome phone call. Then when we go under contract, they get another video with an under contract email. Then when they go to closing and the appraisal and the inspection, all that stuff, video plus an email. So we have it so systematized for an amazing experience. Plus, guess what? They're going to receive an email, a gift card celebrating, hey, awesome, you got your house for sale. Oh, congratulations, you just put your house under contract. Oh, congratulations, you just got into your new home. Oh, guess what? We want to bring you to the ice skating rink or the roller skating rink or to the swimming pool or to the corn maze or whatever to celebrate you and to keep that customer process going on. And then beyond, when they're not a customer anymore, guess what? We're using video. Guess what? We're using mailers. Guess what? We're using phone calls. We're using text messages. We're using client appreciation events. So the scam is that you create the basic principles of business, and then it doesn't matter if we're in 1995 or if we're in 2018, use what's available to operate the system. Don't think of technology as a replacement for the system. It's an enhancement for your system. Does everyone follow what I'm talking with? And technology is going to continue to adapt. So you're able to use different things. For example, 20 years ago, when Bob would give out movie tickets every year for the post-customer appreciation, 1 year on their 1 year anniversary, he would send actual tickets to the movie. Well, today, you get a little plastic card that they can swipe and go to the movie. Do you see the difference? Technology changes, but the principle is the same. And when you get heavily involved and you begin to understand that, you can build a basic business that can expand like this and go multiple six figures. How do I know? I had over $500,000 in revenue from real estate last year following this exact system. And guess what? I don't have to spend a ton of time in real estate. Doesn't mean I'm not working. I'm just working on other things that I want to create, like helping you guys with Fearless Agent. Thanks for being here. If you guys are part of the Fearless Agent Nation, put an FA in the comments below. Appreciate you. Let us know how we can help you even more. Make sure to be on the Monday coaching and training calls, and make sure that you're really learning your skill set from the presentations and the prospecting. If you guys are not already part of Fearless Agent, reach out to me. Go to www.fearlessagent.com or get on the phone right now and call Bob 480-385-8810. But until you take some action and become aware and open to what is possible, then you're never going to make a change. And if nothing changes, nothing changes. In fact, if you cannot adapt and change, especially over the next 12 to 18 months, you will be out of real estate. That is my prediction for you. You will be out of real estate in the next 12 to 18 months if you cannot adapt and change with the way we're moving with the real estate world. And that's what Fearless Agent has the ability to help you do. And anyone that tells you cold calling is dead is a freaking liar. How do I know? Because we are signing contracts. Let me give you a prime example. Here's a prime example how cold calling is not dead. I sold a townhome about 3 or 4 years ago. I represented the seller, obviously, and for whatever reason, I usually try to get the buyer's information to continue market them. This particular one, I couldn't get their phone number, but I did still have their mailing address. They didn't have email, they didn't have anything else. So we had stayed in contact just kind of through mail. But guess what? One of our junior agents, he's cold calling, happens to call that person because he used Cole's resources inside of Mojo. Both are technology, right? Both are technology that we're utilizing, and calls them, sets an appointment with them. We list it and sell it for $220,000 like that. Guess who didn't get that deal? The agent that sold them the house that represented them as a buyer. So if they had done their post-customer follow-up plan and stayed in front of them, they would have had a $220,000 deal. But because we have a post-customer plan and a pre-customer plan, who got the deal? We did. And it's through cold calling and staying in touch with people. Cold calling equals starting new relationships. Think of prospecting as networking. Thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully this helped you guys out. If it did, give me some thumbs up. If it didn't, give me some angry faces. I'd love to know your feedback either way. Drop in the comments below what else you would like to learn from the Fearless Agent. We'll talk to you later. See ya. We look at asking questions. We want to ask powerful questions that make them sell themselves on us, right? If you get great at asking questions, they're going to sell you